Get ready to switch hats. Your career, your job, your title is going to be changing this year. Sometimes you can be doing certain things for so long, it can seem like maybe you hit a place where it's like you've reached a glass ceiling. Maybe you put in a certain amount of effort and there's no traction. For some of you, you've been doing certain things for so long in a certain job or in a certain situation, but it's like there's been no recognition. Maybe there's a lot that you do, but you don't receive credit for it. It's like when you have a job and you're the one helping everybody behind the scenes, everybody's coming for you for the material. People know this, but then when it comes to being promoted to higher levels of positions, to supervisor, the manager, everybody's skipping over you, but you're the brain of the operation. You're the only one that's helping other people to be able to even succeed in that department. Some of you come up with certain ideas and things of that nature in terms of these situations, and other people are taking credit for the things that you've instituted. You've done certain things for that person who's your manager or for your boss, and instead of you getting the validation, instead of you getting some type of reward or recompense or compensation for what you've done and for what you bring, this person or these people are the ones who takes all of the credit for it. Some of you, there are certain things that you do in terms of entrepreneurship. Even some of you could be content creators. That's a popular phrase these days. Or you could just be doing different things online or wherever you do it, where you create, and you've been doing these things for consistently for a long time. You've been doing the work. There could be so many people that have come after you that literally have been copying your blueprint and still do. Even though you've instituted so many things, even though you've been an instrumental part of the growth of your industry, the growth of certain people that are connected to what you do, you haven't really had a breakthrough experience in terms of what you do, and especially in terms to recognition for what you do. And not recognition from other people, but we're talking about in terms of reaping what you've sown, in terms of even compensation, as we are talking about career and things of that nature here in business. The thing is, for those of you who this is for, you're getting ready to have a major, and when I say major career change, a major career change. Everything that you've been doing to this point has been helping you to develop a certain skill set. Whatever you do, let's say you're a blogger and you write. Well, you have been doing blogging, and you could think about that as practice for something that you're going to be doing, and you're going to be writing, but you're going to be doing it to a completely different level within a completely different context. Let's say you're a person who does video or you speak. You're going to be doing this to a completely different context, and you're going to realize that you've literally been being prepared. It's like you've been practicing, like you've just been getting better at a certain skill set where you've been doing it or how you've been doing it, but it's been getting polished to be used somewhere else. For some of you, you're going to be using this skill in a way that you just never even imagined. Some of you might be like, well, I'm a blogger, maybe I'm going to become an author, maybe I'm going to start writing books, for instance. And it's like that could definitely be the case. But what I'm telling you, for those of you who this is for, this is to a level that you do not see this coming. This is not something that you just can lay down and you think about like, oh, well, maybe this is what I'll be doing. No, this is going to be something that when you put two and two together, you're going to realize like, oh my God, I would have never thought to do this, but I literally have the perfect skill set for this. Now I see why I've been doing that for so many years. Now I see why I had to get used to this. I'm trying to explain this in the best way possible. It can seem completely unrelated, but it's the same exact thing. You're prepared for it. Some of you, there's a certain skill set that you've been practicing or you've been harnessing. And as you've been harnessing or practicing that skill set, you don't realize that there's other things that comes with that skill set that has been getting strengthened as well. And some of those other things that might be a little bit more intangible or perceptible to you at this point are going to be the things that has been making room for this new opportunity and this new career path that's coming in. This career path that I'm talking about, for those of you who this is for, this is going to retire you. You're going to find exactly what you've been looking for. You're going to find that peace. You're going to find that stability. This is reminding me of the video that I did. You're going to find a place that you can call home. Some of you need to check that out. I'm going to link it here because, again, this is going to be another video related to that. For those of you who this is for, you might see yourself as a person or perceive yourself as a person who is like, you know how they say jack of all trades, master of none? Well, you might be a person that's like, look, I'm a jack of all trades, master of many. Sometimes perhaps as soon as you feel like you're loving something, as soon as you feel like finding your mojo, as soon as you feel like you found that spot and things are moving, it's like all of a sudden maybe something in life happens, or all of a sudden maybe you just have a strong disconnect, or you lose passion, or you lose energy, or just something occurs that makes you pull away from that. Some of you, it's just life circumstances. When I was doing photography, that was my first business as an adult. I did imaging, websites, all that type of stuff, graphics. The thing about it is I had gotten major success with that. Like by the time I was married and had my daughter, which I'm divorced now, by the way, but I just gotta put that out there because that took me 8 years to get that. You feel me? I celebrate about that every day when I think about my blessings. I digress. I had a very successful photography company and I used to love photography. Photography was one of those things I used to tell people at the time, and I meant this. This was not even me me being dramatic. I could have a migraine. And if you suffer with migraines, you know they're debilitating. I promise you, I kid you not. It doesn't matter the condition I was in. You give me a camera, oh my God, it was like everything disappeared. I loved it. It was something that I loved to do. I used to overdo and overgive and overproduce for my customers because that's how much I love to do it. It wasn't just a job. It was like something that I was passionate about, something that I love. And then all of a sudden, two things happened. One, I used to travel a lot as a photographer. I was doing photography all up and down the East Coast. I would do weddings, events, church events, all the time. I was everywhere with the photography, especially people from my city know what it is, all right? Well, the city that I was in before where I'm at now. And it got to a point when I had my daughter, I wasn't able to move like that because it's like now I'm working from home. Then on top of that, the things that I was able to do from home, which I started to do some of my other services, it was just a crazy situation in my household. So it's like it's certain things that I had to do, and I really had to sacrifice my prices to make certain ends meet at that time. Now I was in my early 20s, okay? Completely different world out here for your girl now. Okay, and I mean in terms of mentality, I mean in terms of how I move, I mean in terms of how I even collaborate with others. I'll just put it like that. But with that being said, one, I couldn't move how I wanted to move, and then two, what I was able to do, I ended up burning myself out just to doing it at a price that it's like I don't even do my work for these prices. I never played about my prices in anything, even back then. You got to know your worth. For some of you, I said that to say it could be a situation to where life happened. Maybe there's something that you thought you loved to do or something that you did love to do, but circumstances change. However these things might have played out for you, and for some of you and for many of you who this is for, this has happened more than once over your life, to where it's like as soon as you get situated, as soon as you feel like you're doing your thing, boom, it's another transition. This is not only going to be a new career path for you, that is the career of your dreams, where there's so much potential, there's so much room for creativity, there's so much room for growth. You're going to be able to continue to evolve. You're going to be able to continue to grow within this career path because it's going to give you the space and the options and the ability to do so. One of the things for those of you who this is for, the Most High wants you to use all of your talents. As chosen ones, some of you have talents you haven't even tapped into. So the Most High is not going to put you in a situation where it stagnates your growth for material things or for any of that. The Most High would rather make you uncomfortable so that you can grow and so that you can uncover everything that has been placed within you. For those of you, this is going to be something that allows all of that. This is going to feel like something that's like, man, I can do this forever because the potential is unlimited here, especially in terms of creativity, especially in terms of gift. This is going to be literally the thing that retires you. And again, I want y'all to also realize this isn't going to be just linear. This is going to be something like, let's say you're doing one thing, but from this one thing, it opens so many doors. Let's say you have an ocean, which this career is going to be like that ocean for you. And then from that ocean, maybe there's a sea, and then maybe there's a river, and then there's lakes. This is that type of energy. Like, this is going to be your ocean, but it's also going to have different offshoots of opportunities that happen as a result of this. And again, this is empire building, and this is getting ready for it to happen to those of you this year. Continue to do what you've been doing, even if you feel like, man, I know the Most High has been telling me I'm going to get a different career. I don't know what this is leading to. Keep doing what you do. Keep your eyes and minds focused on the Most High. Stay in alignment. Stay in perfect peace. Do what you do with the best of the ability and enjoy it while you can, because sooner than you know it, you're going to be doing something that is completely different or to a whole nother level than you ever done it before. This is going to make great room for you amongst the great. If you would like personal confirmation of the book Personal Prophetic Guidance with me, please visit prettybosstv.com and you can book there. Also, if you would like to join the Soul Tribe, a family of like-minded chosen ones, like-hearted chosen ones, like spirited chosen ones whose heart portals are open, join the family on patreon.com/prettybosstv. I love you all so much. Thank y'all for everything. Talk to you soon, y'all willing. Peace.